Hey, just thought I'd come out one more time tonight. Me and my wife had a good discussion about some stuff that's went on, and I kind of got some clarification as to why this stunt was pulled in the first place, and I made it clear that if my wife needs me to talk to anybody, if it's somebody down there at the store or what have you, I told her to let me know. But my wife, number one, they're asked this woman to give her number out, and and she was a customer inside. I reckon the Dollar Tree. Well, like I said, I don't know where these people go. Like I said, me and my wife ain't sociable people. Uh, my wife tried me; she already knows, and I didn't do no good around her people, and I didn't do good around my own here in recent years. And so I let all that go. And how in the world? And my wife said, "Well, you ain't gonna get nowhere, Derek. You bossing them around." They say, "Well, no, I'm not bossing you around. I'm just telling you, if I don't see you with my own two eyes, and I don't hear you talking, and you ain't got anything to do with me sitting around here in the conversation, it ain't going nowhere." My wife knows if you're if your name ain't Hazel or if your name ain't somebody she knows, unless she's dying to have a ride, which is the only thing I've told her that, it was fine. But that's why my wife takes a backpack, and that's why she most time uses that, so she don't need a ride home. And so that's why I told my wife tonight to settle this thing. I said, if you ever need me, let me know. Because I don't want just anybody bring my wife home. If they do, they need to keep it to a ride. My wife keep her mouth shut and let it go. If they bring her home, if for some reason or another my wife said, "Hey, I'm too tired," or whatever, then okay. But I just keep my mouth shut. That's what I do. It keeps me out of trouble. Whether it's me, her, or both, keeps us out of trouble. If they're going to find our unicorn, or if they're going to find us, they won't shy away from walking in this park. And I don't. What is it? Uh oh, get you another one. Uh oh, you have to get a wrench. Uh oh. But no, it just, you know, I, it's just like I said. It's. I know that the Dollar Tree people have seen us. They know we're handicapped and all that. But when you get out here, you know, I can let my wife tell them in a nice way and say, "Look, we just we won't be left alone. We don't want rides from nobody unless I say otherwise. If I say, hey, I'm too tired to walk. I don't feel like going all the way home. I'll let you know, right? That's all it's got to be. It's not that hard. I'm not bossing nobody around. I'm just saying, me and my wife don't like getting in nobody's messes. My wife called this damn fucking bitch up, I reckon, and she answered for her. And she's like, wow, I just leave me alone. Well, you shouldn't hand your number out. I told my wife, you don't make mistakes like that. I mean, I guess I'm lucky you didn't hand out your address and your social security number. I don't know what you'd have handed out if you kept hanging around you for some reason. But, there's several things you don't hand out, and one of them's a phone number. You don't just hand your phone number out just to anybody. My wife wondered, well, Derek, you gotta be nice. I can't. You know, I don't look like $1,000,000. I ain't out there on fucking TV and got all these people around me and all that other stuff. I ain't gonna say my wife looks like $1,000,000, but we do good for each other. We ain't out there putting on show. You know, we ain't out here bragging that we've got the best looking this or that or whatever. But you know, we do what we do, and it's good enough for me and her. I just, you know, like I told her earlier, I wish we could up on somebody. I joked around with her earlier because, you know, I said, well, part of it's a joke, part of it ain't. But, you know, about the Godfather, I said, yeah, he owns a strip club down there in Las Vegas, Nevada, but ain't got no way of knowing getting a hold of him, and that's just for one night, I think, or something like that. But you know, I said, you know, that's the type of woman that you'd have to have, probably somebody at a karaoke place where they do all the singing and all that kind of thing, and let you be you. You know, you don't have to drink, but you know, you just go in there and you probably find something. But you ain't gonna find that in goddamn fucking Decatur. I don't know why. You know, somebody, you know, like I was telling her earlier, and I put out on this video, ain't nothing, no goddamn nothing in Decatur. There ain't a damn thing in Decatur. Hey, the biggest thing we got is a goddamn grocery store. And that courthouse sticks out like a sore thumb when you come through Decatur. That Decatur has got nothing. A few restaurants and a post office and all that kind of stuff. That's it. Ace Hardware and a DHS office and a goddamn fucking where it used to be a furniture store. There ain't nothing in Decatur. Like I said, they ain't but they ain't about 3 or 4 times a year that anybody finds a reason to come out of their hidey hole anymore. And I've known this because I've been in Decatur for 30 something years. I practically almost lived here my whole life. And the newest things that we've had, if you want to call it new, I guess you could say, well, McDonald's. Wow, whoopee, you know, make me yawn. What else? Let's see. Oh yeah, the Saturday night junk. No, summer nights junk, whatever they call that bull. It just gives everybody a reason. Oh, I posted down there in Cleveland. I put it in Athens and all the other stuff. And here it's a local indicator and they don't even send out a paper. Yet every week we got to suffer and look at the damn fucking pig paper and Lord help me. They'll make sure to advertise this little old fair down here. About 5 days worth of nothing. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's about it. And a little parade once in a while for Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's nothing special. They'll have a little fireworks thing out here once a year. Lord, Gene Wade probably won't be able to afford nothing. Well, his luck's man. But, almost 12 o'clock, ain't it? All right. 10:44. I ain't cleaned my glasses in a while. It's hard to see. But yeah, goodness gracious alive. You know, I don't know. But no, I was joking because I knew I couldn't do that. But you know, I told my wife if we had a karaoke thing or something where there's a lot of people likes all kinds of different music, not just, you know, gospel and stuff like that, but where, you know, I could go out there and be myself and she could be herself and sing her some songs or something. And, you know, if there's something like that and, or something, you know, or whatever, you know, if I ever got lucky enough It's not to say they ain't nobody comes in Decatur. Like I told her, there's all kinds of people comes to Decatur. If for nothing else, they just want sightsee. They ain't nothing to look at. You know, somebody might be up here that maybe lives up here. Maybe that's part of it, but and all that. But my wife does my errands. That's it. But I told her, I said no, and if they don't come to the door, they don't come to the house, and all this stuff, then you know, nothing's gonna get done. I don't want my wife to have her numbers. I don't want them having our numbers. They ain't gonna do right, and they need to get lost. All you people that do things backwards need to get lost, because we don't do that. I don't play. I don't monkey around. My wife don't monkey around. You get tired of mine and her feelings both getting hurt on this deal. I want something legit, something real. I wouldn't have to tell you what to do. You'd want to do it. If you're a lady out there in your 20s and 30s and you ain't got nothing holding you down and nothing holding you back and it's all good and everything's easy going and you're somewhere, I know most people are slim to average, so somewhere in there most of the time. So somewhere in there, and whatever you are, just be you. I told my wife, it ain't that hard. I ain't bossing you around. I can't help it if you don't come in here and act like Steve Wilkos or Maury or one of them talk shows. That's your business. I would prefer you didn't. If you don't like what I'm saying coming out of my mouth, then I wouldn't want you to waste your time on me and my wife. Because like I told her, I can't be nice. She's the only one that knows it. Because everybody else, they sit there and they play her like a fiddle. Oh, no, look, Derek, I got this, I got that. And all it is this girl stuff or this. Now I find out that it's, this damn Tammy down there at the freaking Dollar Tree, trying to say, oh, yeah, you need to get a ride home. Well, you know what? It's got to end. We ended it with everybody else. Now, like I said, yeah, if it's one of her church members or something, okay. She goes down there enough that they know her enough to know that, and they're not, all of them's married or taken up or they got their own business. So, no, there ain't going to be nobody bring up nothing around that. But, damn, I mean, it's this whole thing with this person just recently, and a few days ago, sitting there running her lips inside the car, making all this conversation just to say she didn't want nothing. It's just stupid. You don't sit there and say, oh, I think I know you from somewhere. You either do or you don't. You got two choices. And you can sit there and lie you want to, but like I told my wife tonight, I said, she'll be the next one that won't be so freely to hand out rides to people. Like I told my wife, it's dangerous anyway. I'm not saying me and her are dangerous. I mean, of course, we wouldn't have a gun or a knife on us or nothing. But it's just in general for everybody's safety. They don't just stop and pick up people off the side of the road. Or you wind up with what me and my wife winds up with all the time, or some form of a person acting up, or somebody, oh yeah, they know this person and they say they're all right. Yeah, they don't know the only thing they know is what they see inside a fucking store. They don't spend no time out there. I can guarantee you that Tammy or whatever ain't spending a goddamn fucking 24 hours with that woman. She just sees what she sees with her goddamn eyeballs in the fucking store. Somebody walks in. I don't tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's what it was supposed to be, just a ride home. But my wife got all excited because this damn woman put on a good show, sitting there running her lips. I ain't gonna say it was all lies, but I don't know. I didn't see her. Again, this has happened to me 5, 6, 7 times now. Same old bullshit. And, they put on a good show. They get my wife all excited. Oh, yeah, Derek. And my wife says, oh, Derek, it's supposed to make you feel good. I bring you up every time. I know, but apparently it doesn't do no good. That's what runs them away. Just bring me up, honey, now they'll run away. So that's what probably kills it to start with. Yeah. It's got to be a woman that's bi that wants a married couple. It can't be one or the other. And my wife, like I said, my wife got through saying a few minutes ago, well, we bought all this stuff and we put all this stuff back and we did all this stuff. We didn't have to. A lot of it ain't the stuff we got from Walmart. We didn't even order it. It came through the mail. And I told her, I said, well, if they're all the same colors, there's like 3 or 4 different colors. And there was quite a few of them. So I said, well, take what you need to take, and the rest of them we can split it. So if we did find something, or it found us, however it happens. But no, ain't no guarantees in life. People put on fronts, they can sit there and tell you their life story, but the minute you introduce me or try to put me in front of them, they act like a total jackass. She's sitting there smacking this girl's butt, and they were smacking each other's butts, I reckon, having a good old time inside of a store, or acting like it anyway. And everybody's staring at them and everything else. And I wouldn't have had much of a problem with it if the damn person would come in this fucking house and spoke to me and was herself. But yeah, I had a problem with it today. I want to know for a fact, did we have something or not? I don't want nobody's number. I don't want a guy's number. I don't want a female's number. What, Derek? What if they couldn't come in for 5 minutes? Well, then you better text me. You better call me. Show me something. Tell me something of value that I could trust. Show me that you can do more than just picking up strangers off the side of the road for absolutely no reason. And, because like I said, a lot of people could have anything on them. We don't, but that doesn't mean anybody else doesn't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's dangerous. I mean, I'd much rather my wife walk home without having anything good to tell me about a woman pranking her or putting on a show. Because I know if the woman was fucking serious, they would come in this house, no problem. It ain't no $1 million, as you can tell, but ain't no reason why I should have to feel like I'm bossing anybody around, just telling them to do something right. They do it on their own. They decide whatever they decide. And I can't control what comes up here to Decatur and what don't. But all I'm saying is, if you want something, you got to come get it. I ain't going to chase after you. My wife ain't going to chase after you. I done told her today, if the next damn woman that tries to talk to her, keep her mouth shut. Just take the ride. If you absolutely need a ride and there ain't no Hazel around, ain't nobody around, take the ride and go on. If they give you a number, rip it up. The only reason I would take somebody's number is if they walk in this goddamn house. Otherwise, it ain't happening. If I don't get to see it, she don't get nothing out of it neither. Nobody. Because it's hurtful. I've had this done now 5, 6, 7 times or something. It's ridiculous. My wife ain't trying to get nobody talking about this deal or nothing, but these people talk a good game when I'm not around, and I want to see them do it in front of me. So I know what I'm dealing with. I think if I'm part of my wife's life, I should have the right to say what goes. If you ain't going to go with the program, get lost. I ain't bossing you around, just telling you. You ain't going to go the extra mile for somebody that you don't know and get to know them both. As a married couple here, like I said, it's not single. We're not just friends. We ain't just This ain't no roommate thing or nothing. This is the real deal. Been married, almost 11 years now. It's going to be 11 August 18th. I'm not saying don't say hello and hi or something like that, but if they take it beyond that, or how your day is, I would answer stuff like that. But I'm not going to sit there. I might say thanks for the ride and get out. But don't let nobody hand you, and anybody out here that sees this video, don't let nobody do that. That's the problem with some people are too nice. I understand I was raised to be a certain way too, and I wasn't raised to be all mean, but that's all I get done. I told her most likely tonight, I said nobody's going to ever know how nice I could be or nothing, because they won't allow me to do nothing with them. They won't allow me to see them anymore. They won't allow me to hug them. They won't allow me to do nothing with them. The last one we had up here just basically walks all over us. And she had the nerve to say we was bossing her around. I wasn't bossing her around at all. She did all this herself. Her dad even said, "What, Derek? Not Derek, but hey, he was talking about old crack whore herself. Said, Susan, do you think you ought to be doing this? Yeah. It's fine, Yeah, as long as everything goes her way and she can be Dr. Phil, and she's all right. Well, anybody like that, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want y'all to do if you've got jobs or what. And my wife's straight up. We don't have jobs. We're on assigned food stamps. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be about 38. My wife's going to be 35 coming up this year. I ain't got time to fool around. I don't know what we got left, but god dang, is it that fucking hard to just get one person? And like I said, I had to apologize to Danny earlier. I thought, man, he had a hand in this thing. I know if he had a hand in it, it'd be the real deal. There'd be no playing around goofy. But my dad's been gone, but I thought spiritually he might have sent something down here or signed down here or something. This person, supposedly she's blonde and all this stuff. She's kind of tall, whatever. I didn't see her, so I don't know. But anyway, I can't go. But I'm sorry, and I've told my wife I just can't do this behind my back stuff. This don't work, and it's. And yeah, we don't beat each other up about it. It just we need to see that it's done right. If they don't want to do right, let them go. But I'm hopeful the next time that there is something, I'm hopeful that I've gotten it through. That we're not looking for that. My wife will just shut it down. Keep it to a minimum. Keep it to hi, hello, how your day is, or how you doing. Something easy. If they start talking all that personal shit, let's leave it alone. Just look out the window or something. And if they insist, or then you just have to take it from there. But usually most people, when I get rides from people, usually they're either guys or they're somebody, that we've gotten rides from. And when it has been a young lady, I didn't bother to ask them for nothing else. But the last couple of times my wife hadn't asked, and they just start talking and they start all this bullshit, and that's what gets her started. And she leads into talking about me and her as a couple, and then they start this whole bullshit thing up about a whole bunch of God knows what, what they'll lie about, or what they won't lie about, or what's true, what ain't. We don't know. But I do want to find this, and I want it to find us, and I want us to be happy, but I am not going to have this behind my back stuff or it done to my wife like I'm not probably ever going to ever see it with me walking by myself or me and her together, The only time I was ever around anybody when me and her was together was that black lady down there at the pig. She was out there ordering a damn pizza and she started running her lips. That's the only thing I can compare it to. Then I hated it because then I was like, oh, I should have known. It's just one of them people feels like they need to talk, you know. But no, I know I'll probably never get to go to anything that would be in my area of comfort zone or anything like that and stuff. But I told her we don't need to move, we don't need to do anything. If a crack hard come up here, a person that's straight, yeah, it's not a nice place, but it's what we got right now. Like I said, we're handicapped, we're on food stamps, we're on SSI. I used to work, my wife used to work some time ago. If there's somebody out here within Decatur or somewhere thereabouts, it's not got nothing going on. You can let us know. We're out here a couple times, usually a day, but I hadn't made a video in 2 or 3 days until today. And yesterday I think I made one or two. But it was 2 or 3 days before I made a video. And he cut, but I know, like I said, my wife, she's raised, and I was too. I was raised to be nice, but I didn't, I just didn't feel the need to listen to everybody's BS. Nobody tried to BS me back in the day. I just, I wasn't that attractive. I wasn't a bodybuilder, I didn't have many things going on back when I was younger. I was pretty well grounded. Wasn't a people person myself, but I ain't shy. But I just don't like a whole lot of people around and stuff usually. Unless everybody's just so nice to come up and greet me, shake my hand, say hello and hi and whatnot. But I do. I feel bad that, this seems to keep happening after last year. I hate it, but I don't know how to help get us over that hump, unless somebody out there, we know of somebody that don't have much going on and knows they'd like you still, I don't know where you at, but, it's sad, but, we come out here and making stuff clear and, it seemed like, well, like I said, a lot of these people that probably are out here probably don't have a YouTube, but I just saying, on behalf of my wife, she's kind of upset, because Hagens keep treating her and keep treating us as a married couple. We actually come out here and tell you, hey, this is the deal, this is the package. And like I told her, it's going to have to be somebody awful special. It just has a heart of gold. But I don't know that can be found. I know there's a few good ones out there, but I don't know who they'd be. And I ain't going to run into no Kerry Walkers again on no Facebook. I can almost guarantee that. And I'm not going to entertain it if it's out of state anyway. So, we learned a lesson there and stuff. No, they got to take what we got or don't got, and same with them. But they got to go with the program. If they don't go with our program, then it don't match, it don't fit, then we don't need it. Well, Dirk, some knucklehead be, oh, why don't y'all just end it? Well, no, we just need to hang on just a little bit and see. Just because somebody doesn't want it, that means nobody wants it. Like I said, there's more out there than just me and my wife. But, I know if the right person came along and allowed you to do the things that you would want to do with somebody and watch some TV and the simple things like me and my wife likes, Ain't some daredevil out there trying to do every extreme thing they could think of or whatever. I mean, it could work. It's just, right now, I mean, people are just being the way they are. I mean, they're just we just ain't seen that person yet. But yeah, we've been through a lot and had a lot of things going on, and most people probably would try to make a joke out of us or say this or that or whatever, but you know, there's a few good ones out there. I hope one of them runs into us. Whoever it is, you know, hopefully they'll come here fairly soon, and we get this show on the road, and I mean, future hopefully it'll look bright. And hopefully we can, just only hope that something nice will show up eventually. I mean, it's just sad that it seems like everybody else gets, like my wife said, it's like everybody else gets what they want. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if that's so or not. All I can say is, every time she tries to tell me something nice, something good, bless her heart, I don't know. It never has to come from me because, like I said, I'm never usually out, and usually I don't. Nobody's ever gonna look at me anyway. 5 minutes, but there's something about my wife, and I don't know what it is, but it seems to be like an invisible light or something. Something, I don't know what it is, but like I said, I can understand some people trying to say, well, she's handicapped and all that stuff. She don't use that as an excuse. She's got better legs than I got, and she can do it fairly good. For who she is and everything, and everything. And like I said, I want to be nice. I do. I really do. I like to be able to treat some nice lady that would appreciate me and my wife as like we were, their mom or stepdad or some whatever they wanted to call us or however they wanted to look at us. But I'd like to treat somebody nice, and I'd give just about anything to do that. But like I said, I can't get my shirt off my back yet to nobody because they ain't fit. They ain't fit our stuff or. Yeah, I know I can't force them. I'm not telling anybody to have to do it, but if you don't do it, you don't get nothing. So if you half-ass, try to half-ass my wife around, but just throw your shit away, throwing your number out in the trash or putting it away. If you walks in this door with my wife in tow, and you come in here and you spare just 5 minutes, I don't care what it is, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Like I told my wife earlier, you don't have to come in here and stay a whole night. I'm not doing what we done for the crack whore. But all I'm asking for is a little bit of decency. You can do that for your mama. You did it for your daddy or whoever had you and all your little circle. Well, you can do it for me and my wife. You can do it for us. If you can't do it for both, nobody, I don't care what color you are, I don't care if you're tall, short, skinny, whatever. You don't get nothing. We have to do that. And it's not to be mean, but we got to have it right. And it's the only way to go. I can't have it any other way. Because it's going to upset me and her, and I don't want that. I want somebody compatible. I want somebody that we can do this fun stuff with. We got a whole bunch of things we'd like to see done. And yeah, it's going to require a bunch of stuff, a bunch of maintenance, a bunch of baggage. It's going to have to be sorted through and gone through. But if the biggest baggage that we got's moving somewhere and moving in your spot, in your house, or if you don't have anything and you need an apartment, we'll have to look for one, but that's it. I mean, if you don't drink or smoke or do drugs or act out, and you like open-minded people, and you like the brave stuff, you like my wife's got a reborn dog collection. Just run through a few things. We like anything from our kid days as to watch, and she'll watch cartoons, she'll draw, she'll do art type stuff, color. She goes on walks. She likes pet cows and all this, the animals out here that come out. But I just can't help just anybody, and I'm only compatible with certain few people. But I ain't gonna have a laundry list full of people. If you're lucky, you get along with both of us. You'll be the only other person we have. There ain't no family. There ain't nothing else tying us down. It's you people out there that's unfortunately coming the wrong ways and coming at the wrong times and whatnot. You know, but I want that to end. I really do. I want something good. I want something that me and my wife can have a good time with. Watch some movies. Like I said, we'll do just about anything. And if you want a hug or something, or a kiss or something, or whatever in that department, we got all that covered. But like I said, it ain't always about making out or nothing. Me and my wife don't do it every day, not even every week usually. But we just every once in a while might get in the mood. But it's like I said, it's not all the time. It's not what we want this for or nothing. Like I said, it'd just be nice if you had somebody that could take me and her out a little bit. Maybe we could all go out on a date or something. Call it like a date or something, and house to lunch. Go somewhere simple. We don't have to go all the way to Kalamazoo or Florida or wherever. We can go somewhere and have a good time, just as long as you're laughing and joking and having a good time. Like I said, yeah, we bought a nice, neat little ring over here, all that stuff. This is your biggest thing, but the rest of the stuff ain't that bad. Like I said, it's nothing over that. But I know a certain woman would appreciate it, and they would understand it and come to know what a unicorn bestie is. I mean, they have to be bi. They have to like both. They can't be one way or another. Because it's too much trouble. And like I said, we've said this before. Married couples are trouble. We've tried the whole old friend stuff. That don't work. I mean, this has to be a woman that knows what she wants, and she's been looking for this. She has to know that she wants this. It can't be any other way. Can't be just somebody wanting to give you a ride and not talk to you anymore. It can't be just the old, I'm going to do one little thing. And I mean, like I said, me and my wife wouldn't give out our stuff unless we really wanted you to have it. So if you're expecting us to, one thing I like to do is keep my promises. I like to when I can. If I can't, I'll try to reschedule it and get back with you later as soon as I can. But, I'm okay with calling and texting. If you can't, for some reason or another, you can't make 5-10 minutes and come in this house, as long as you let me know what your deal is, and when you can meet us, when you can come up, if you're contacting us like I used to, like I told my wife off of the the Moco Spaces and stuff of that nature. That stuff that was a lot smaller than Facebook wasn't nowhere near as problematic. But, used to you could get more out of stuff like that. But, now it's getting to where I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. But the old ways has always worked. And I'm not compromising there. I mean, if you drink a little bit, if you smoke a cigarette once in a while, okay, as long as it wasn't over the top. But anyway, just in case there's somebody out here wants to see this latest video, I'll kind of give you a summary of what to expect. No, it ain't about your money. We're not about cards or and all that stuff. My wife just got a cell phone through, I don't know where mine's at now. I had it there. But anyway, I got my phone here somewhere. I'll find it. But me and my wife's got these new phones and everything, and we don't have to pay for a bill now. We call, text, whatever. We got on these government assistance phones, and it's like the more modern phones, but that's that's what it is. Every once in a while, these kind of cut out. I guess where we're at, where we live, ain't got the best service. They probably don't go off of Verizon towers or what's out here, so maybe do something to that. But it's all right. It don't happen all the time, but occasionally, like my wife noticed it did that. One time I called Hazel on there and it did that, and she's like, "Are you there?" But you don't do it all the time. I mean, it's where we live, I guess, And it just depends where fellas at. But I mean, you can't beat free, and you don't have to worry about paying the bill as long as you're using it. And so they just have to wait a little longer. I mean, maybe somebody just waltz in somehow. Be themselves for once, and just want to come and do the right things in all the ways that they know they need to when they get to know somebody. Well, we don't have to hand you all this stuff right away. Like I said, I wanted to kind of, have our own way of doing the ring thing and not just hand it off all right away exactly. Because we have other stuff that we bought with it and everything. And I kind of wanted to just, take and, put my own little, mine and my wife's own little spin on it. Maybe do it on your birthday or just have a special day kind of thought through and maybe kind of do it that way. Give us a little time to, it don't have to be long, but because like I said, mine and my wife's story ain't that big. But, because I know what we've been through, I kind of like, somebody to just, at least be entertained at the idea, give us some time, get to know them, and so I can know we can trust them and they can trust us. I don't have no problems with me and my wife being trustworthy. It's just, I worry about them more than I do myself or my wife, But it takes a while, just like any relationship, friendship, whatever. It's all a relationship, that you're building. And some people may come across you that, and may try to lie and say, I think I know you and all this stuff. That's why I won't take you home. Well, and then, but or whatever other excuses they might make up. But, I just wouldn't do that. Even if I drove, I wouldn't pick up just anybody off the side of the street. Now, if you sit there and talk to me, and I was at a restaurant, for example, or something, and I had a good casual conversation, and I got a good bit out of you, I might. warm up to the idea. But no, I'm not just going to just because I see somebody walking down the street, I ain't going to just pick them up. I don't know what they might or might not have on them. So I just, wouldn't do it. But anyway, I'll get off here, probably go back and watch this back a little bit. But no, I think we've had our deal for tonight. So anyway, I'm gonna get off for tonight. But hope everybody has a good night. It's good out there.